Yo, yo, Fast Point. What's going on with everybody? Welcome to the Fast Point of View podcast with your host, the most unknown known podcaster there is, Truck and Chubby, aka Clarence Hampton III. Y'all see the copyright disclaimer up there. This ain't your coaches and pros, your X's and O's. This is the Fast Point of View and what I know, so let's go. Now, I want to, give a special shout out to Dalvin Trove and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that be on X and we be chopping it up on there. X is so funny to me. I like it. You get a lot of information about it there, man. And I just want to straight up pull up some X tweets and talk about them as I go because, we got into some interesting conversation up on there for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And this was one that I got, people kind of jumped on me for this, but it's okay though. That's okay because we don't have to agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing your job correctly and if I'm doing my job correctly, we won't agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? But he posted Khalil Benson, an offensive lineman from Indiana that is now at Colorado. I don't think Coach Deion Sanders and Travis Hunter Jr. ready for me to come fishing. Y'all will be mad because our bucket will be full. Him and Matthew Befford, okay? They were on that right side offensive line for Indiana. That right side of the offensive line. And at times they picked on that a lot, and they gave up some plays. Now, Travis Hunter. What did I mean by that? Like y'all know exactly what I meant by that. Travis can go fishing. We know what he's done as elite as he is, but Mr. Khalil Benson, and look, I'm gonna give all the praise when you pancake and everything else, but you gotta nobody needed to know that you wanted to go fishing after they done spent their NIL money to get you there to Colorado. The first thing you want to tweet about is fishing. You know what I'm saying? Like, could have been a good look if you'd have been like, okay, offensive lineman, let's all go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get all the offensive linemen. Let's go out and go fishing. Not just you and Bedford. I need to get everybody together and get some chemistry going with y'all. Y'all want to go eat steaks. Y'all want to go to the hot, whatever y'all want to do. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, y'all need chemistry because that's gonna be the downfall. If them offensive linemen don't gel and they don't come together, that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be hard to get all them offensive linemen on the same page, knowing each other's calls, weaknesses, and so forth and so on. Yes, Matthew Befford knows your weaknesses. He picked up on a lot of your slack last season. Watch the film. Y'all know I ain't lying. Watch the film. Matthew Befford was there to save his ass a whole bunch of times. Um, and vice versa. But that tweet did not need to go out. It just did not need to go out about going fishing. Seeing that you got your ass kicked over at Indiana, coming over to the last place team where the offensive lineman was the worst in Colorado, and this is what you choose to tweet about. I don't agree with it. I called it out. I said what I needed to say, and I'm highlighting it now. Period. This is what I do. This is what Truck and Chubby's gonna do non-biasedly. I'm not gonna act like I'm okay with that because I'm not. I'm a fan that's not okay with that. Period. You gotta have a life out everything outside you do, but everybody don't need to know everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's all I'm saying. All right. Now, somebody from Colorado State University posted something about Coach Prime oldest son owning a media company, follows around and films everything that goes on. They launder money through that company to pay the NIL. Even if that's the case, what they're doing, that's exactly what the NIL was built up to do. Bucky could sponsor however many players he chooses to sponsor through the NIL through name, image, and likeness. He can do that. It allows him to do that. And the fact that he owns the media company, don't get mad and be jealous about it. But Mr. Norvell's wife, Coach Norvell's wife over there at CSU's been talking noise. The players been talking noise, and the fans been talking crazy. Y'all need to make the Rocky Mountain Bowl game happen, unless y'all want to wait for 8 months for this stuff to go down and everything else. I said that people, think I'm crazy or whatever else is going on, but hey, it is what it is. And I'm gonna get into some things later on too that's gonna rock the boat. But for now, it's none of your business where that come from. It's perfectly legal if that was the case, but I don't think that's going down like that. The one of the most, Ole Miss is a top team heading into next season. Their most offensive starters, including Jackson Dart, Quishon Jukins, and everybody else. So the Ole Miss, and they got the number one and number two transfer portals. All right, the number one and number two guys out of the portal, the edges, and they did Barron and UMan Milan. All right, look, it's nothing short of what Lane Kiffin is doing over there at Ole Miss. Nothing short of it. They got some fucking ballers over there at Ole Miss, and I even went as far as making a whole slide we'll get into later, and I'm gonna talk about it later because I'm telling you, watch out for Ole Miss, y'all, in the SEC. I'm telling y'all right now, on paper they look crazy. Now Dalvin Truth, like I said, was up on Twitter. I'm on X. I think people forget Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders. Y'all don't think his rich friends are donating to help him? Man, y'all better get that Colorado don't got money narrative out of here. This ain't Jackson State. Look, and I said exact words. Don't diss on Jackson State. They had the prime effect, and now Colorado got the prime effect. This don't happen if Prime ain't here. He was like, I don't care what they got, but they ain't got no money. Like, no, bro. If you really know what's going on, no. Jackson, Mississippi don't have money. It's the poorest state in our whole country. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, but a lot of people jumped on that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like that, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that a lot of y'all will rock with that. Of course, a lot of fans came from that followed Coach Prime from Jackson State up to Colorado. That's a fact. But when you start dissing people because they came from Jackson State over to Colorado, that becomes a fucking problem to me. Because now you dissing on the HBCUs, and I'm not okay with that at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Coach Prime ain't here in Colorado, Colorado don't get all these players. This ain't a that ain't a destination that's people want to go to, that people wanted to go to. Without Coach Prime there, they don't want to go to Colorado. And I just want to make that clear and make that humble. So yes, a lot of people did come from over there, like Big Dog Chico. He was, you know what I'm saying? He's very great podcaster, and he has a nice platform and everything. But it was all Jackson State University. And then when Coach Prime came up here to Colorado, he flipped it over to Colorado. Like, and that's cool and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure that he's not gonna let nobody diss on Jackson State University neither though. You know what I'm saying? That right there, y'all need to kill that noise. That's not cool to be dissing on Jackson State because there's a lot of Jackson State fans who flipped over to Colorado, and that's fucking with Colorado because Coach Prime is up in Colorado. But let's not forget that if Coach Prime's not in Colorado, ain't no fucking ain't no first fucking 5-star best players in the country coming up there to Colorado. Period. So humble yourself a little bit, man. Humble yourselves. Everybody who like that, humble yourselves. Straight up. Like I said, Lane Kiffin is doing some amazing shit. The number two edge, Tyler Barron, um, Juice Wells, like man, he got hurt earlier last season. I don't really like to judge players off of what they used to do in the college, but he is decent. Jaquan Scott, the number two interior offensive lineman. I thought that was somebody that Colorado would go after. Obviously, they didn't get him. Um, and yet and still with Coach Prime being up there, they missed out on a couple of players. Walter Nolan, Jaquan Scott. But look, I feel like Colorado got the right pieces for everything that they needed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're scheming on players and they're not just going into the portal just grabbing players because they're their best at their position or whatever. I feel like they're scheme fitting. You know what I mean? I like him because he could run block. Yeah, we got to work on his pass blocking, but look, all right, his pass blocking is elite, but his run blocking but he can cover up for that. Like they scheme fit. You know what I mean? Like as far as their players they're picking, but what Lane Kiffin is doing at Ole Miss is nothing short of amazing, y'all. Like it's crazy. I'm telling you, man, it's fucking crazy what he's doing. they will be one of the top. They will be the best defense in the SEC. I'm telling you, they will. I made this graphic right here. They will be the best defense in the SEC. They was 10-2. Um, they took some L's that they probably shouldn't have took, man. But to the top teams, right? You know what I'm saying? The teams that's sitting up in the top right now is the only teams that Ole Miss lost to, but they could have beat them. I thought for sure that they would have beat Georgia. If they would have had this defensive front right here, they would have beat Georgia. That's a fact. And Alabama too. That's a fact. 10-2 overall record. They about to smash Penn State. I don't even think Penn State seen nobody like Ole Miss all year. I hope that they roll with them. I hope it's not a blowout. But Ole Miss got speed, you know, and they got something that Penn State just they haven't seen yet. But with this defense right here, when this happens, this is going to be crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. You hear me? So, hey, look, I'm excited for next season already. Like, cause you see what Colorado's doing, you see what Ole Miss is doing around there. You see what I even like Baylor picking up DeQuan Finn from Toledo, that Detroit quarterback. I'm telling you, nice man. People making some nice moves out there. I like it. I love it. I love it. Now, this pisses me off. This right here pisses me off. That graphic of Shador pisses me off. Now I do. Now Delvin Truth said something, but look, he also said they act like you wasn't on camera asking for forgiveness. He probably was on camera asking for forgiveness, so he didn't get suspended. But he absolutely meant to do what he did to Travis. We all know that, and now they making memes about other shit and everything else. And it did, and y'all can say that, and people say, "Oh, it showed Travis's character." Like, have y'all ever played football? Have anybody who is okay with Travis taking this man bowling after he cheap shot at him? Have y'all ever played football? I'm telling you, it was one thing for Travis. All Travis had to do was get on 12 Talks and say, "Look, y'all, I'm not okay with y'all sending death threats to the man. Hit me with a cheap shot," and leave it at that. He did not need to go hang out with this man, give him high fives, taking bowling and all that other shit. No, the hell he didn't. I don't care what y'all saying out there. It was soft as fuck. That's the softest shit you could have ever fucking done in a football, in a gladiator sport. Bro, listen to me. If that's hockey, they fighting. Period. 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 I don't care what, like, and that is the problem with this is that that's that everybody gets a trophy type attitude. Like, nah, bruh. Nah. How, like, come on, man. Come on, like you know what I'm saying. And then everybody wanted to have it both ways. Like, that was some soft ass shit what he pulled. He is a great, like, Travis Hunter is one of the best athletes in the United States right now that plays football. Period. I'm not gonna take that from him, and I'm not hating on the man. But that move was some bullshit. It was some soft ass shit, bro. That was some weird shit. Like, I'm not taking that man nowhere. I'll speak out against the violence because that's not cool. But this is a gladiator sport. I'm not taking you out after you cheap shot at me. Fucking almost broke my fucking rib cage. Like, are you serious? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Craziness. And now they making memes about it. And everything's fine and okay. You know what I'm saying? They making memes out of the man. Check it, man. Come on. Come on. So what? Taking bowling again. Get the meme put on a t-shirt and rock it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they poking a bear with Travis because I mean Travis is now going to drop some crazy ass 300-yard game on them or some shit next time they play him. I'm sure of it, but nah, I wasn't okay with it when it went down, and I'm not okay with it. I was never cool with that, and I'm not going to be. There's not nobody could change my mind about because I played for real, and I'm not taking nobody cheap shot me, fuck my rib cage up to go bowling with. No, it's not happening. Anyway, what happened in the ticket money that was supposed to compensate Prime for the pay cut he took to coach there? Now, this is what somebody else put up on the comments. After what I said about Jackson State. Now, what happened to the ticket money? A lot of things went crazy down there at Jackson State. I didn't say that everything was cool down there at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? The ticket money, a lot of people snuck into the Jackson State games. First off, you know what I'm saying? Things that they don't report on because it could happen. yes, they sold out a lot of home games, and a lot of the money should have went towards the football program, and that's probably in there. Coach Prime was going through a lot of things down at Jackson State University. He really was. You know what I'm saying? Things that we may not know about that he won't speak on because of the person that he is. Now, however, but you know what I'm saying? If he don't come up there to Colorado, none of this happens, y'all. And he probably could have went somewhere like FAMU, blew up, got all the D1 scouts to come down there. He could have went somewhere like Grambling and did the same thing. You know what I mean? He already brought up Jackson. He gave Jackson so much shit. You know what I'm saying? And they was pissed when he left. Just like Colorado fans would be pissed the fuck off if Coach Prime left there. Everybody be pissed off. Cause then it just won't be a desirable location no more. Not like how it is right now. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the fact that you know what I mean? I'm like, there was some things going on, but I just don't like the fact that some people diss on Jackson State. Are you one of them Jackson State followers? Like, yeah, probably 9 times out of 10, yes. But it should not be okay no matter where y'all fans is coming from. Y'all fan base has grown tremendously. Like, you should love that no matter where the fans came from. But if you want to keep dissing on them, like, then you could just throw up the fact and say truthfully, like, none of that shit happened if Coach Prime ain't up here. Let's be real about that, cuz. Straight up. Quit playing with me. Get out your feelings. But anyway, the realignments, the college football report, they say realignment is going to give us some elite matchups early, and I believe they are. These are some elite as um excuse me matchups. You got Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia at Texas, Texas at Texas A&M, Michigan at Washington, Oklahoma at Mizzou, Washington at Penn State. Good one. Good battle right there. USC at Michigan, USC at Penn State, Oklahoma at LSU, Oregon at Michigan. Yo, it's about to go down, bro. It's about to go down. And this is like, bro, like this is just something that's going. I don't even know if you're gonna run out of content talking about college football. But this big boy right here from Destona, man, listen to me, man. This big guy right here is definitely somebody that it was overlooked by a lot of colleges. Somebody tweeted, I mean, asked out on him saying that he probably should have been in Colorado. Well, maybe he should have been at Colorado, maybe. Um, but a lot of colleges overlooked him because his ranking is like he's like 100 and something. Like he's really far down on the list as far as offensive lineman because he's so big. But he's very strong. When he get his hands on him, there's a lot that he got to work on. But Texas took a shot at him. They thought he was good enough to get a look at in development and everything like that. So I think that has a lot to do with picking the players that they're picking too. Like the a lot of schools don't want to go after guys that they have to develop, especially if they want to win now. But I think Texas got a good program as far as development goes, and they went after him, and they're the only one who really showed interest in him. So I think that's where he going is Texas, that big guy. But yes, like there's a lot of schools that could use that monster of a man right there, of a young man. You know what I'm saying? But he is a man now, though. But look, that's all I had to say, and I just wanted to come and drop some content on y'all here, man. Hopefully, we'll be doing something soon here on the panel with David Talks Buffs. We'll get up on there. We'll have some nice conversation, a little bit of controversial things, because that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's all love at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We got some things in the working right now, so y'all stay tuned with us. Keep rocking out. Make sure that y'all give me some hearts. And make sure y'all give me some likes. Share the content. And give me your thoughts in the comments, all right? Peace out.